These fortified walls were built when Cuba was still a Spanish colony, a testament to a country that was born feeling under siege. In the 1700s, it was from Europeans and pirate attacks, and in more recent times, from the United States. Juana Ramirez remembers all too well coming here with her students to help build this bomb shelter, one of hundreds constructed in Havana in the last 20 years.
The same way they bombed Iran and Iraq, we felt we had to protect ourselves from possible attacks from the United States.
That's why the renewal of diplomatic relations with the enemy, as generations of Cubans have seen the United States, is a long-awaited game changer.
It's a way of bringing us a little bit closer together after being separated so long. Every Cuban has a friend or relative living in the United States, so what's happening now makes us feel very happy, so that we'll never have to resort to this again.
In historic terms, it was only yesterday that the deployment of Soviet missiles to Cuba at the height of the Cold War brought the world to the brink of a nuclear holocaust. This was built in the 1960s. It's all that's left of a lookout post used by Cuba's Coast Guard. They would stand watch here night and day in case there would be an invasion from the United States by sea. Now the only thing that you see are people looking towards the United States, but they're just simply fishing. This week's renewal of diplomatic relations does not erase political differences. But psychologically, it's as though a curtain is being lifted for most Cubans.
Geographically, we are so close that probably there is no Latin American country better prepared to one day be real brothers. You will see.
But forgetting 50 years of hostilities is not so easy, especially for people like Carla Cruz. The 79-year-old president of her neighborhood CDR, or Committee for the Defense of the Revolution, says that she doesn't trust the Americans.
To begin with, they haven't lifted the embargo against Cuba nor returned Guantanamo to us, but here we are, renewing ties, after all, with civilized people.
Clearly, turning this building into a U.S. embassy does not mean that Cuba has a friend across the Florida Straits. But it does mean that it no longer has an enemy. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Havana.